everyone, my name is Allison. I am the Drunk Astrologer. I am doing another pick a card reading today. This has actually been a reading I've gotten multiple requests for. So it actually has been the hardest reading for me to do as well. I have probably started this one 4 or 5 times now. It's been hard to figure out what the best spread will be to use. And it's been challenging, and actually the reason it took so long is I had to do some personal work with the question before I felt comfortable enough answering the question for other people. So the question is, what is your life purpose? So that's the question we're going to be looking at today. And actually what I ended up deciding to do is I would like to take a look at this question looking at 3 different kind of parts of the question. So for each group, we're going to have a kind of mini spread that's going to be the personal life purpose, what I'm calling the interrelational life purpose. So this is your life purpose in regards to the people that you interact with and that are in your life, and the global life purpose. So we have candles here, kind of designating the different groups. I have the yellow here is group 1, the red is group 2, the green is group 3, and the white is group 4. Please take a moment to decide which candle is calling you. I will put the times below. Just as a quick reminder, if you have any, if you like this video, please let me know, like it, subscribe to this channel. The more subscribers I have, the more motivation I have to get more things done. Also, if you have an issue with this reading at all, please let me know. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what's going on there. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so group number 1, those of you who felt drawn to this yellow candle here, I am going to go ahead and take a look at what is your life purpose. So the top row here, this is your personal life purpose. Second row is the interrelational, so the relationship, your life purpose in regards to the people you interact with in your life, and your global life purpose. So let's start with the personal. So we have sickle, also scythe in different decks, garden, and snake. So this is a pretty interesting because I'm getting a lot of different ideas right now from this one. Like getting a lot of different things coming into me. The first of which is this scythe garden is a harvesting. And in this case, it's a harvesting, it's a development of skills. And I think that the snake is the snake is a psychic woman. So this, especially if you feel like you have any psychic gifts, if you are a woman, if you identify as a woman, this could be a personal life purpose, is to develop your psychic gifts, to develop your intuitive gifts, that kind of stuff. The other thing that I'm really getting right now is, so if that doesn't register with you, the other thing that this really makes me think about, the snake garden is kind of the creation story in Christianity. The snake is the being able to see more than just what is there, and this knowledge, this increased knowledge. So the scythe in front of it, I don't know if it's a need to find religion, to be cut down so that you can build yourself back up with religion, or there is also the potential of having a life purpose to cut down religion. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that personally. I don't like attacking other people's religions just because I might not agree with it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. So I'm kind of getting that different things are going to register with different people. We are getting the almost Christian religious aspect of this, of needing to be cut down to rebuild yourself, or having a life purpose to destroy. I guess, I don't know. I don't like saying that. But also the harvesting, the development of your psychic abilities. Specifically, kind of a need to be pulled down, to cut yourself down, to cut things out of your life so that you are able to move forward. So let's take a look at the tarot card for this. So King of Cups. King of Cups to me is a very kind of like emotionally mature card. It's learning to deal with your emotions, do things with your emotions, develop, make a development, like developing things up, and becoming strong in a very emotional sense. So that is kind of really fitting of developing your skills. A lot of the times, I think a lot of this card work, psychic, new age, intuitive type stuff that we get into is really good for keeping us balanced and for having emotional stability and things like that, for being able to deal with the outside world. So I think if you got this, your personal life goal is really about building yourself up. And developing your spiritual gifts or building yourself up through religion. So we're going to look next at your interrelational life purpose. So we have Clover, Dog, and Key. So you are really going, your life purpose in regards to others is very much a helping, beneficial friend goal. You are going to be able to help the people around you grow. You're going to bring them good luck. You're going to kind of help them develop even farther. And this kind of goes with the first reading, the first personal goal of once you're able to build yourself up, once you're able to develop your skills, you can use those skills to help others. And to really bring good things to the people around you, to bring insights, little insights of kind of happiness and joy, to just be able to brighten people's day, to just be a little bit, just be a friend, bring them luck, bring them encouragement, and really be there to help them succeed. So let's take a look at the tarot cards. So we have Temperance. So kind of in order to be that friend, you do have to be mutual, like you do have to be, you can't be extreme. You have to kind of be impartial. You have to let things go with the flow, let things go, and you can be a good example that way, of just kind of letting things go, letting things be, and helping others stay calm by showing them that as well. There is also the giving aspect of this, of pouring the cup, so giving to others. I don't know if you guys can see this, but specifically in this drawing, you have the cup, the pitcher filling up the cup. So that is very much a giving to others type thing. So for those of you who picked group number 1, your life purpose is kind of, in regards to the interrelational part, is to be there for other people. So let's look at the global life purpose. So we have Tower, Ring, and Lady. So I do really feel that probably most of the people who picked this group are females, or identify as females. ladies. So if you are a guy, this could be talking about someone else in your life that you're supposed to help or something. But for most of you, I really am getting that it's mainly women that are picking this group. And your global life purpose is to commit yourself to helping others through what you're doing. So the Tower card here, a lot of the times when I pull the Tower, I think of it in the form of a library or a hospital or a very big official building. It can be a school, it can be something like that. But I always kind of, even a church, it could be a church. The Tower could signify the church. So your global life purpose is to commit yourself to whatever this is in your life. Whether you are working in the medical field and committing yourself to the hospital to help those who are sick, whether you're a teacher committing yourself to your school to help your students become better people. And people are going to notice your commitment. They're going to be influenced by your commitment to them. This could also be religious in the form of, I mean, I can't imagine that many people would watch this and then become nuns or missionaries or anything like that, but there is also the potential of that kind of commitment as well. So let's see if the tarot card illuminates that. So we have Knight of Cups. Which is quite interesting because the Knight of Cups is always much a love card for me. Which I guess it could be falling in love with your work, being passionate. I do see the Knight of Cup cards as being passionate. I do think people are going to notice your passion when you commit yourself. I think people are going to notice that you're a passionate person. I think that you have the potential to make a lot of big differences in the world if you commit yourself. I'm also seeing the possibility of like a scientist doing research or a psychiatrist, that kind of stuff. But if you do it with passion, if you do it completely, you will love what you do and you will make a difference in the world. And you need to follow your passion. So if something doesn't feel right, if something isn't comfortable, then that's not where you're supposed to commit yourself. And you're not going to be able to make a difference there. So I think that's it for group number 1. If you have any questions about this reading, feel free to let me know. If you're interested in a personal reading, let me know. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know. Feel free to subscribe to get more readings. All right, thank you, group number 1. All right, group number 2. So all of you who picked the red candle, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. So the way we have it set up is this group up here at the very top. This is your personal life goal or life purpose. This one is your interrelational life purpose in the middle here. So how your life purpose in regards to the people that are in your life, your partners, your family, things like that. And this bottom row is your global life purpose. So let's take a look. We're going to start with the personal. So we have scythe, bouquet, and garden. Okay. This is really interesting. We're actually getting some of the same common themes that we got from group number 1, just slightly different. So the scythe and the garden, whenever I see them both come up in the same reading, I always think about harvesting. I think about the process of growing and then harvesting what you've grown, doing something with what you learn. And this bouquet here is kind of the harvest. It's what came out of the garden. And so what I think it is kind of telling us, what I'm kind of getting is that your life purpose is to grow something beautiful, to grow your garden. And that means that you are growing your life for you to be beautiful and for you to have spread positivity and beauty wherever you go. So this could be kind of, I'm actually seeing people doing stuff like being makeup artists. I see people, like, I'm kind of imagining people that like to go on YouTube, do the makeup YouTubers, you know, the ones that aren't creepy and do bad things. I'm kind of really getting just this overall just growth and spreading positivity around you. So your personal life purpose could just be to be a positive person, to spread positivity around you. So let's take a look at the tarot card. So we have the Lovers. I do see the relationship aspect of this as well. The whole kind of learning how to get rid of the bad things in your life and develop this beautiful relationship. Not only with a lover, but with the other people around you. Of putting in the work. You put in the work so that you positively influence the people around you, so that people fall in love with you. I'm actually really getting like kind of this Leo energy, this very beautiful, proud, being a very beautiful, proud person that's just excited and just spreading positivity is what I'm getting. Making people feel good. Making people feel in love. That's your personal life purpose. So let's look at the interrelational. So we have the Stars, the House, and the Letter. So Stars, letters, a lot of the times email, but Letter and House is like snail mail type of thing. And I think the main purpose of this is that your interrelational life purpose is to get information out there. Like, I think I mentioned this before, like, I'm really getting almost like a life purpose of getting on YouTube and spreading positivity, helping people feel better about themselves or things like that. But I also see that kind of in your day-to-day with the people that are with you in your home, people that come over to the home. I'm almost seeing like an interior decorator type of thing, like helping people to feel comfortable in their home and what's around them. And doing this by spreading information, by learning and giving back what you have learned. And it's the spreading of positivity, kind of the theme that we had up there as well. And we have the Empress here as the tarot card for this. So again, very just someone who is kind of in control and helping other, like, not necessarily helping, but kind of showing other people. Being on that throne, being in those beautiful dresses, things like that. Being an example that people can see. So yeah, if you pulled this card, especially with that Stars, I'm kind of really, or if you pick this group, I'm really getting this whole just interrelational life purpose is just going out there and talking to people, making as many friends as possible, and spreading what you know. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the global life purpose. So we have Snake, Dog, and Rider. So what this one's kind of telling me is on the very global scale, you are going to be the type of person that's going to I don't necessarily say like expose those who are doing bad things, those who are being negative, but you're going to befriend them and help them move past. you're going to help them get over some of this negativity. You're going to help them get over some of this slimy deceptiveness. I've also seen the potential of teaming up, because Snake is also psychic lady. So sometimes it is like a very slimy, deceptive, manipulative person. It can also be a psychic lady. So there is a possibility of kind of teaming up and being able to kind of just take everything to the next level. So you're interrelational, you're spreading this information to the people that you meet every day. Maybe at this point you're a hairdresser or a makeup artist, and you haven't been able to take everything to the next level, and by befriending this person or helping people or helping this person, you're going to be able to take everything to a whole nother level. And I am really getting a beauty aspect to this whole group. I'm getting like a makeup, fashion, interior design type thing. But this is just kind of positivity in general. So if you're not someone who does makeup or who does fashion or does things like that, you're a positive person. You have a chance of spreading a positive message to others. I think that's, even though I'm getting a lot of that, and I think that's going to relate with quite a few people that chose this group, I am also really getting, it's just spreading a positive message. So let's just take a look at the final tarot card. So the High Priestess kind of goes along with the snake. And it's just taking everything kind of to the next level of being able to just spread what you know everywhere. And there is a very spiritual aspect to the global life purpose, which I find quite interesting. It could be that on an interrelational level, on a personal level, you're focusing on things like looking beautiful, but by helping people look beautiful or by helping people see the positives and stuff, your global life purpose is actually changing things on a spiritual level. Is possible. It's changing things on a level you can't even understand, or it's possible that it's you teaming up with someone who is more spiritual to take everything to the next level. So I think that's it for group number 2. I find it very appropriate that this is the red candle that kind of had this very beauty aspect to it. I do not see the cards before I flip them over. I did not plan that. So if you had an issue with this reading, please let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. I do personal readings, so if you want to contact me about personal reading, we can talk to you about prices, get you scheduled. And if you liked this, please let me know. Like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to get more content, to kind of motivate me to do more. And if you have any other recommendations for any other videos, let me know. All right, thank you, group number 2. All right, group number 3, those of you who picked the green candle. So, sorry, I'm rushing a little bit to not lose the lights. I'm kind of throwing them out and organizing while I'm talking. So the top row here, this is your personal life purpose. The second row right here, this middle row, this is your interrelational life purpose. So your life purpose and how it corresponds to your partners, your family, people like that. And your global life purpose is down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have crossroads, anchor, and mountain. So it looks like your personal life purpose has a lot to do with staying put. It looks like your personal life purpose has a lot to do with being strong and stable and steady and making the decisions that you need to make to keep you from becoming chaos, I guess is kind of what I'm trying to say. To be the rock, to be a rock for yourself and potentially for other people. We'll get into that when we look at the rest of the cards. But just to kind of look at to look at the decisions you're making and making the decisions to stay stable and to be sure. I'm also kind of getting that some of your life purpose is really about being sure in your decisions, about being confident. Calm is a word that's coming up right now. Despite what probably is chaos around you, your life purpose is to be a rock, to be steady, to be calm, to be there. So let's go ahead and look at the tarot cards, see what that says. So we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is very kind of stubborn as well. The Knight of Swords knows what he believes and fights for what he believes in. So there's an element of your anchor, your mountain, you staying where you are at, you being firm is you being firm in what you believe in. And not being allowed to be swayed, not being allowed to kind of do the wrong thing. Like, I'm almost kind of imagining parts, like stories in history where just laws that were unethical were put into place and the people that refused to change. I'm thinking of like Rosa Parks refusing to get to the back of the bus and just different things like that. Like sticking in what you believe in, even if you're being told it's wrong. That is your personal life purpose. So in a relational, we have ship, fish, and sun. So I'm almost imagining you're the type of person that will come to your friend's rescue. You will come to save your friends. You will be there to save your family when need be. And even if it means to give them money. If you really are this anchor, this mountain, this very stable person, I almost imagine you have more money than some of the people around you. And I see you guys going to help the people around you. I see you taking pride in it too. Like, I know a lot of people that are like this. I'm a little bit like this in that enjoying helping people. Like, I know people that love to take other people out for dinner. They love to donate to GoFundMes and things like that. So that's kind of your life purpose, is to be the person that can go to help your friend, to help them through a difficult time, to shine this light, to give them hope, and with the fish, money too. So let's look at the tarot card. So we have the Lovers. So I see you really being the type of person that loves your friends, loves your family, is willing to come and give of your heart. So when you're giving money to a family member, I don't think you're doing it out of a need to kind of hold that over them. I see you doing it out of the kindness of your heart, and I see that being your life purpose, is helping others from your heart. And I mean, it helps that you're stable and steady and calm and fight for what you believe in. So let's take a look at the global. Grave, cross, lilies. This is kind of heavy. I'm really getting going back to the fighting for what you believe in. I almost see you taking on the burden, potentially to the point of it causing harm to yourself. But I see you taking on the burden. I see you handling things maturely, professionally, and being able to grow from the burden. Being able to make a difference because you're showing people a better way to do things. You're showing people a way to do things with more maturity, with more grace, with more just passion and conviction. I'm really getting like a conviction here of showing people on a global scale that this is what you believe in. Let's go ahead and pull the tarot card. So the Ace of Swords, I also fully believe your life purpose is to make a change. Your life purpose is to make a change in how things are done. I'm almost seeing new laws being written. I'm seeing new ways to help people coming up. I'm seeing success in protest. Being able to kind of find success. This all goes back to the kind of the Knight of Swords fights for what they believe in. And one of the things with the Knight of Swords is sometimes you could say the Knight of Swords just jumps in without looking at everything. That just follows blindly to defend what they believe in without looking outside of that. And so I think there's a little bit of that to this. In the going in, taking on the burden of your beliefs. But you're going to be able to create new things from it. And you're going to be able to grow. The lilies here, flowers grow. So, it's kind of a deep group here. It's kind of really exciting. I'm not getting much else. This has been a very straightforward group. So let me know what you guys think. If you didn't like this reading, let me know. If you have any suggestions for future readings, if you want a personal reading of your own, let me know. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe it for more content. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, well, thank you, group number 3. All right, group number 4, those of you who picked the white candle, let's take a look at what is your life purpose. So this top row here is focusing on your personal life purpose. This middle row right here is your interrelational life purpose. So your life purpose in regards to family, friends, partners, lovers, that kind of stuff. And the final row here is your global life purpose. So let's go ahead and get started. We have letter, child, clover, okay. I think on a very personal level, it's kind of interesting because that letter child would almost be teaching of being like a teacher or something like that. So it may be kind of dealing with service to others, and that your personal life purpose is to teach others. I'm also kind of getting a personal life purpose of having children. So if you're someone who wants to have children, it could be that that is your primary life purpose. I'm not going to have much to say on that because that definitely does not apply to me. But That could kind of be it. I think there's also an element of personal life purpose is to not lose your innocence. To despite everything you learn about the world, you need to stay innocent, you need to stay happy, you need to just be that happy-go-lucky kid you always were, despite all the bad things that you may learn about the world. So let's take a look at the tarot cards. So we have 9 of Wands. So I'm kind of really getting this whole not letting yourself be overwhelmed by the world. Your personal life purpose is to keep that happy childlike innocence, despite sometimes feeling like you're going to lose or having things look like you're losing or that kind of stuff. So kind of just being happy despite all of that. Being happy despite what else is going on in your life. Being innocent, treating other people kindly, and finding luck and happiness in that, in refusing to let yourself get overwhelmed. So let's look at group number 2 here, or not group number 2. Oh my gosh. It's not what I was thinking when I threw these out. So this is your interrelational life purpose. So crossroads, ship, mountain. So your interrelational life purpose, it looks like, deals with making the decision whether to go out in the world or stay where you are at. And since we're specifically discussing what your life purpose is in regards to other people, I think it's you helping other people to decide whether to stay or whether to go. Being the type of person that is there for your friends, is there for your family when they are dealing with difficult situations. I think that your family, when they need to run, they need to get away, they can come to you and you will be their rock. You will be their foundation. You will be that person. And especially if you keep this happy-go-lucky childlike attitude, you will be someone that can mother them or father them or just take care of them and help them get back on their feet. And you help people make that decision. You're the person that will listen without judgment, and you will open up your home and your heart regardless of what you think personally. So let's take a look at the tarot card, the World. So in regards to the people in your life, your friends, your family, your lovers, your coworkers, you become the world to them. You become someone that just takes care of them, supports them, allows them to grow. So your life purpose really has a lot to do with just, and especially your interrelational, of just being that strong person for them to come to. And I'm getting that, you know what, it's probably not easy. I'm kind of getting that if you pick this group, you kind of are need to be willing to be that rock. Willing to keep that childlike innocence when these people are around. Because if you're like me and your friend comes in and she has some problem with this dude that you thought she should have broken up with like 5 times already, it's not easy to just be there for them. But I think those of you who picked group 4, those of you who felt drawn to the white candle, I think that's something you can do. So let's look at global. We have stork, whip, and rider. So on a global scale, you are bringing in excitement to the world. You are bringing in new excitement. You're bringing in new adventures. I think some of that might trace back to that childlike innocence you have of just a new way of kind of doing things, potentially. A new way of how you get your day-to-day activities done. A new way of how you bring information to other people. Kind of just new adventure too. So Ace of Swords. This is also kind of a new thing. Kind of bringing in, I mean, we can even say new excitement again. Giving people a new way to think. Leading by example with this childlike innocence, you give people a new way to think about things. You show people on, by leading by example type of thing, of how you can act in certain situations, and kind of just, yeah, new way of thinking. So this one's pretty straightforward. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I've missed here. Sorry that your guys' one's kind of short, but if you have an issue with that, let me know. If you have an issue with something I said here, let me know. If you liked it, definitely let me know. Subscribe, like this video. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. All right, that's it for group number 4.